it's Chrissy cooking at home, and I'm Chrissy. Don't be surprised. It's in the name. Today we're going to be cooking with leftovers and a home canned protein, pork. I've been canning a lot of pork lately. I'm out of chicken and I'm out of beef, but I got lots of home canned pork. So we're going to do a lo mein dish. We're just missing one ingredient. I can't find my fish sauce and I can't find my oyster sauce and I can't believe I'm out, but we're going to make it work. It's going to be fine. And we're going to be using leftovers. So let's get to it. If you weren't aware of this nifty little trick, I thought I would show you this little trick real quick. This is my angel food cake can. It has a removable now, what was I saying? It has a removable bottom here. What I do, what a lot of people do, is they put the corn cob here in the center, and it's balanced by the kernels. Take a very sharp knife, and you just slice the kernels off, and it catches in here. And then I take the false bottom out, not false bottom, and I just dump it into what I need. See? And then I just throw the kernels away, or the cob away. Wash my pan, wash my knife, and that's that. Now, what do we have, Chrissy? Well, we have some frozen broccoli that I just let defrost at room temp after I cut into smaller pieces, because that frozen broccoli is always just too big for this. And then I went ahead and prepped up some veggies. Here's the corn on the cob. After I sliced it off the cob, I just went through and kind of, you see it's still, I just went through into this. If you have some baby corn, that works. Canned corn, that works. I just had some corn on the cob. Then I have lots of onions, so I just sliced up an onion. You can see also in here, I had a red bell pepper. In previous videos, I mentioned that I bought a red bell pepper and did not know why. It was not on the menu for anything. I don't know why I bought it. So I went ahead and sliced it and used it. And then I had some leftover sugar snap peas. Logan did not eat. So I went ahead and prepped those. So we're going to use those. Then we have some leftover spaghetti. So this is just some cold cooked spaghetti that has a little bit of olive oil on it. Keep it from sticking. What else do we have, Chrissy? Oh, I'll tell you. I will take the lid off the spaghetti. We're going to use it. I have some home canned pork. We're going to drain off the pork's juices. We don't need it. And then we have some soy sauce. You can use no sodium if you want. I don't have any. I have some teriyaki. You can't read that because the label got kind of oily in the bag. I have some rice vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar. You can use rice vinegar, rice wine vinegar. I don't have much, but we don't need much. We're going to use the rest of this, about 2 tablespoons. I have some sesame oil. Yummy yummies. We have some ground ginger. You can use fresh if you want. Some crushed red pepper to give it a little bit of heat. I have 4 nice sized cloves of garlic. We're going to crush with my garlic press. I have some cornstarch to thicken our sauce. We're going to do just a little dash of sugar for it. Not much. We don't want it sweet. We've got our measuring spoons, measuring cups. We have our oil to stir fry our veggies, just some veggie oil. We have our big old skillet. I think I showed you everything. Okay, so first things first. Veggies. You back it up here, back it up here. There you go. Get that skillet hot. You can use whatever veggies you have going on. A couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can measure if you want. You can eyeball it if you want, like I did. It's cool. Don't be hard on yourself. If you don't want to waste a dish dirtying it, don't. You may hear Miss Nellie fussing. She's totally asleep. Daddy's with her too. She's totally asleep. We're going to get the veggies in, and then we're going to work on our sauce. I'll bring you back over for the sauce, but I'm going to just get the veggies going. I'm going to add the broccoli with it too. It's really cold. It's not frozen anymore, and I had it in the colander to drain any moisture. Not like excess, squeeze it out moisture, but you know, get out the moisture. So I want to get this nice and hot. Now, I don't use chopsticks. I have a chopstick that I use for things. I'm sure you've seen me use it some cooking thing. I have a chopstick. It comes in handy, let me tell you. But I don't use it for my Asian-inspired dishes. Now, I don't think, honestly, that my homemade Asian-inspired, Chinese-inspired dishes are all that fantastic compared to my local Chinese restaurant. I think they are flippin' fantastic. Well, there's two restaurants that I think are flippin' fantastic locally. One's a buffet, one's a takeaway. So, it's doable. It's edible. I like it. I enjoy it. I eat it. But would I prefer the takeout? Yeah. Am I not really selling you on this? Pretty much. But I am going to be missing that fish sauce or that oyster sauce, because I mean, you can do either or in this, and I have before. I'm going to be missing it. Oh man, is she giving it to him in her dreams. She has been for the last 30 minutes or so. Thinking she'd settled. That looks pretty good. All right. Oh yeah. This is going to make a lot. But you know, the onions and the peppers, they're going to cook down. So you see I cut the onion pretty thin. And I cut the peppers pretty thin, pretty close to julienne. And then the sugar snap peas, I just cleaned them up. Snapped them up. You see the corn still in chunks. It'll break up. It's fine if it doesn't. We're not that picky. If you are, go for it. If you aren't, cool. Alright, I got this kind of mixed in a little together because I had it in layers. So now we're going to work on the sauce. I have it on one of my power burners. Almost knocked you over. Is it cool? Can you see? Can you hear the coffee pot going? Alright. Soy sauce. And a half a cup. You can totally do low sodium. They were out at the store when I bought soy sauce. Alright, whatever. Alright. Teriyaki. We're going to do quarter cup. Why is this still on there? Quarter cup, quarter cup, quarter cup. Okay. Full bean. You see what I'm doing? So cool. Now, this should be about 2 tablespoons. I'm not even going to measure. I'm just going to dump. Rice vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar. Rice wine vinegar. Okay. Sesame oil. This stuff is potent, people. 1 tablespoon. Put it in there. Alright. Ginger. Smelling good already in here. These coming together so quick because it's leftovers. 2 teaspoons. Now I saved that colander this broccoli was in because we're going to drain our pork. We're not adding our cornstarch yet, people. We're going to save that for very last, or else we're going to have, what's it called? Oobleck or something? Googleck. I don't know. Gooby glob. The kids make in school with their teachers with cornstarch and water. Alright, so just a few red pepper flakes. Get that mixed in. Where's my garlic crust? Get that going. Now you can see that that was a really big skillet. You can, you know, cook less of this. You don't have to do might and sad. I'm making a pretty big batch because fellas, they love this. Oh, you can totally use the jarred minced garlic. That's cool. I prefer the fresh when it comes to this recipe. That's just me. You can totally use the powdered. I mean, I'm no food police. Do not let me be your food police. I am not trying to be. Okay, got that all in there. We did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. We're gonna do that. Okay, so just a pinch. So that's probably like a quarter teaspoon of sugar. All I'm doing. If you want it sweeter, if you want brown sugar, totally go for it. Cool. Do you. You do you. Okay? Alright. I'm not sure how much pork I'm going to use. Good seal. Drain in, break it up a little. I think one jar might do it. Alright. Let's check on our vegetables. Isn't that pretty? Stir fry lo mein. Protein. It's just basic spaghetti. You can get lo mein noodles, like authentic lo mein noodles, if you want. I'm not saying any of this is authentic at all. Do not come at me, bro. Did I tell you my 12-year-old boy is now calling me bro? It's great. I went from mama, mommy, mom to bro. I am now bro. It's great. I'm being sarcastic. Can you tell? Almost lunchtime, and this is going to cook up so quick, and it's not going to heat up the house because I'm using leftovers. We don't eat leftovers in this house. It's just not something we do. But I will try to incorporate certain leftovers in certain dishes, like this one. I will use leftover sugar snap peas. I will use leftover spaghetti in this. Why did I buy so much frozen broccoli? I do not know. I mean, Logan loves his vegetables. He's always been a vegetable kid. He's really into fruit right now. I don't know. Maybe he's just really into spiking his blood sugar. We're going to add our meat. Get that heated through. Now, what you can do is do your meat first, if it's raw, and get it cooked. Remove it. Then do your vegetables. Get them crisp tender. I wanted this to have, I thought, you know, let's do pork. Have that like, ooh, let's punk with that. Missed that when I was canning. That roast pork they do that's so fantastically at the Chinese restaurant kind of feel to it. See how the vegetables cook down? The onions are getting soft. The peas are getting a nice darker green color to them. Even the red pepper is getting a little redder, getting a little soft. Okay, now I pulled the spaghetti out earlier to let it kind of warm up a little bit to room temperature. So it wouldn't be so cold when I added it. So there's that. So basically now we're just heating the meat through, we're heating the pasta through, and then we're going to add the sauce. Bring it to a boil. Let it simmer for a couple of minutes. And then you're done. Look how pretty that looks already. All those colors. That's how you know it's healthy. Yeah, it's got a little bit of oil from, stir frying the veggies, but I mean, seriously, 2 tablespoons of oil for all this. Okay. Looking pretty, pretty. Okay, so here we have our sauce, right? Can you still see? You see the sauce right here? I'm not gonna, yeah, I will, maybe you can still hear this. This might be a good angle. How about that? We got our sauce here. Plenty of sauce for all that, because, teriyaki and soy. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. 2 and 3. And I always make a mess with cornstarch. Always, always. Why do you think I wear an apron, people? I am messy. So while that's eating through, I just mix in my cornstarch. Make a mess on my stove. Pick up the sink and wash with the rest of them. I don't know about you, but when I'm trying to do an Asian-inspired dish with soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, hoisin sauce, they are very heavy sodium, salty sauces, but I still find myself reaching for the salt shaker out of habit, and it's like, nope, bad, Chrissy. That's enough freaking salt. You don't need more. Like, seriously, girl, get a grip. Alright, give this a good stir. Skillet's moving. Let's move you. Oh my goodness, in there. This only takes some minutes. It's back, so it goes on the power burner. Ooh, that spoon is hot. Oh, that smells heavenly. Okay. Wish I had some egg rolls to go with this. Well, I don't know how much spaghetti that was. Probably 1/3 to 1/2 pound of cooked before it was cooked. So, did not need to simmer it. It thickened up beautifully. Got all the sauce all over our veggies and our pasta. More important to get it on the pasta. It'll share with the veggies. See, it was plenty of sauce for all this. Plenty. If that's too thick for you, you can add some water. I would not add any more soy or teriyaki or anything. I am missing my fish sauce, my hoisin, not my hoisin, but my oyster sauce. That would have been another 1/4 cup of sauce. So I might add a little water. It's a little too thick. Just because I am missing the liquid component of my fish sauce. I left that wooden spoon in the pot in my deep skillet here. If you have a wok, use it, dude. I had one, but I never get along with the thing. Everything's stuck to it. This is a giant, deep, 4-inch deep granite skillet. Came with a beautiful lid. Man, I use this thing so much. There, that's a better consistency. That's so sticky. Anything of the colors? Can you see the colors through the steam? What do you think? Do you like it? Well, do you like the colors? Do you like the way it looks? The red, the green, the yellow. I know you can't see the onion no more. But it's in there. It's in there and it's good for you. So this could feed a family of 4, maybe 5. There you are. Okay, so all my burners are off. It's starting to warm up in here. It's going to be a nice hot 90-degree day. So, time to turn off all the lights and let the AC do its job and just kind of mellow out and enjoy this wonderful lo mein that I have concocted. It's in my binder. I've showed you my binder in other postings. Because, I'm typing up my recipe box because the recipe cards are falling apart. I use them so much. So I'm typing them all up, putting them in a binder. The binder is so full, I have now started a second binder. And then there's a separate binder that I'm putting together for my canning recipes. So 3 binders. But yeah, it's good. It's a yummies. It's hot. So we're going to enjoy lunch, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And until next time.